Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. Kind of a special episode for the Murphys because I have Brian and Julia, and I'm here with John Gastman, and we're just buying a brand new Dodge Hellcat. So I'll grab the cameras, I usually do. So much so, thank you, Leon, so much so that, John, why don't you hand them those keys?
Well, we got three keys today.
Show me
a
these
black
keys.
one, and we got two red ones. The red ones are for 707 horsepower. Now, that's a lot of ponies to run up and down the road.
Okay.
Brian, Julia.
The wife first, of course.
Wife first.
There we go.
You know, and we got a young lady here that loves cars.
Yep.
And Brian, I just told her out here, you're so fortunate. I mean, a lot of my guys buy Vipers from me or any kind of Chargers, Dodges, or whatever, and their wife has no interest. It's like, oh, she won't come out and get it, you know. And here you're out with him to pick up the car and go home and took a day off work.
That's right.
That's exciting to me.
Not only is she beautiful, she's a car
You
girl.
got both right.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
2 for 2. So hand them those keys,
There you go.
and let's do this. Come on with me, Brian, and John, come on back with me too. Just come on over
Oh,
here.
this
I want
way?
to feature the car. Come
Okay.
on, right next to me.
Right next to you. Okay.
And this is what they're purchasing. This is the Sublime Green color and the 707 horsepower car. I'm featuring the headlight because it has a hole in it so it can suck in air, as well as the SRT logo that you see there. It has some options on it. Not only does it have the chin, but we're looking at the satin hood, and the hood features.
That's the very first one I got in was the satin hood, Luke.
So we've got the satin hood, and I want to just show some of the venting on the hood because this is going to generate some heat off that supercharger. Let's take a look at the side. Brian, come on with me for a second, and Julia. I specifically, with John, had it parked in the sun. How did you feel when you came walking out and you're like, holy cow, that's our car?
Yeah, kind of surreal. Breathtaking, I guess, is probably a good way to say it. We've been waiting for a long time.
Julia, what's your thoughts?
It's just an amazing color, an amazing car.
Yeah,
Words don't do it justice.
I think it's going to catch some attention. That's just a thought. All right, so let's feature some of the pieces on the side.
I would think that Brian knows every option on this car, and he said it was ordered for a long time. I think we ordered it back in maybe July or August.
Yeah,
we talked about maybe in June or July, and they ordered it in August, and we put the order in the bank at 9/09/14. That number, I think, that's like 9/11 to me in a way. Just a number you're never going to forget.
Right.
And
Come on with me. We've got the satin finish fuel cap, and we've got the unique tail to it. The only really thing that tells you Hellcat is that hood, that little emblem on the side, and obviously the SRT badging doesn't necessarily mention what it is, but let's open the door. Julia, why don't you open the door for us? And Brian, we're going to have you jump in. Unless you'd like your wife to start it, what would you prefer?
He can start.
All right, you're going to give
You
him the
guys heard
first
her.
shot.
You guys
All right,
heard
yeah,
her.
we got to do that. And while you open it, before you jump in, I
Sure.
want to do one thing. I want to get that badging on the side. Actually, it's this way, so people can kind of zone in. Jump on in.
All right.
And we're going to have you start it. And we'll take a look at the gauges too when it starts. Go ahead.
There we go.
just put the emergency brake on. There you go.
Here we go. Listen to that.
How does that sound, Brian?
That's what a car should sound like.
That's this is what an astronaut should think when he
That's
starts
right.
his car. I'm gonna just jump in right with you. Red key in use. Okay, hop out for just a second. I'm just gonna shoot the gauges and then we're gonna let you jump back in.
Sounds good.
While we got it on, I want to get a little exhaust note. Wow. Wow. Here's the interior. The beautiful SRT seating. Here's your gauging. SRT on the door. The Dodge details on the visor. The gauges up the center. SRT on the side. This has also got the leather option on this one, so it smells fantastic. There's actually room in the back seats. And we've got this console up top as well.
Exactly, you appreciate it. I mean,
All right,
that's amazing.
Brian, let's pop the hood.
Okay. Good. See if it's in the same area as my other one.
Yep. Right down, yep, that's it.
No fumbling. I knew exactly where it
You
was.
did it perfectly. We've got the sun beaming on it. There's your supercharged Hemi, your SRT, your fluids filled, your venting in the hood, all of your badging. Super smooth. Monster supercharger on it. And it's just nicely tucked in there. It looks good, doesn't it?
Just fits.
It just fits. It just fits. So let's shut the hood and have you and Julia stand right next to it with John again. Let's shut that door. Julia, come on up. John, jump on in there.
How's that?
One big happy family.
That's right.
You know, this is the best time. It's like it's been 9 months about, you know,
Yeah.
so.
There you go. And the baby has been delivered.
Yes, it has.
There you go. Guys, thanks for being at My Car Story.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Rob.
it, Luke.